We are back. We are in craft mode. We're going to talk about the Drecker Market. We've got so many fun things going on today. And of course, Ashley Morgan's joining us. As always, we love to have you here because you have the most fun stuff and we love this. So what are we doing today? You got tape going on. I see some foam. There's some foam over here. Yes. What are we making?
Yes, so we're going to craft first today. And these three possibly things are all like beer related.
All right.
Because it's summertime and the craft market we're doing is at Drecker Brewing Company.
Love it.
And so I just feel like it needed to be a crafty craft today, which is duct tape and not anything else really except for foam.
This is a masculine craft.
It
A
fits
little
the
bit.
vibe.
That's awesome.
We're doing like a real, these thick foam koozies are getting
Yes.
back in popularity, I'd say, for your
I love
boat and
that.
all that good stuff. So one says Thick 30, inspired by Lizzo's lyrics.
Nice.
Her new song. And so all you need to do is get white duct tape, thick white foam, and then I kind of just gauged it on whatever size can I want. It doesn't have to be beer. It could be for your favorite soda or LaCroix. I kind of made sure I cut it to fit the size that I wanted. And now we're just going to take duct tape. I'll give you your piece here, and you have some duct tape in front of you.
Thank you, ma'am.
And we're going to fold this over like a circle.
Going back to second grade here.
Yes. And then we're just going to do our best to get it centered and put this nice big piece of duct tape on there. And this truly works. It's such an easy craft. It turns out really cute. And you could do it for Father's Day. You could do it for a bachelorette party. You could do it as a lake weekend craft.
I love that you said truly because that is the beverage I would be putting into this.
So then you can just make like a thinner one, like for that size can. And I kind of just gauged how tall I wanted it to be. This one kind of covers most of our beer can here. And then I pre-cut some inside circles. So basically you want it to fit inside the ring. You don't want it to fit on the full bottom of this. And so I kind of just put this on a piece of foam, circled the bottom, and we're kind of going to just try to make these fit in here.
Love that. Yes.
So that they're nice and flush. And then we're just going to take more duct tape. We'll need another piece in this, but we won't go that far because that'd be boring to show that part.
We don't want to be duct taping all day.
Yes.
We got other things to do.
Exactly. So we're just going to cover it. You would put more pieces of duct tape over it so it fully encircles the bottom. And then you're going to trim it so that it's flush to the bottom of your nice little koozie here. And do that. And then you're going to decorate it with foam stickers. Like a unicorn or
like a unicorn.
a flower
We
or
even
words.
have these like bam, girl power.
Yes, right?
I love that. This is so
You could also
fun.
write on it with a Sharpie. So if you wanted this to be a Father's Day project, before you would make the circle, you could use it nice and flat, use some Sharpies on here, decorate it, say, hey, Dad, things like that.
What's up, Dad?
Yeah, it's beard 30 somewhere, whatever you wanted to say, and then you would make it into your nice little koozie.
I love this, and some of these stickers are giving me retro vibes.
Yeah, right? You could use words. And if these don't stick great, if you buy the foam stickers, they actually do stick really nicely. You could use a low temp heat gun to adhere it better, and that would work too. You don't want to melt your foam with a high temp one.
It's so funny. This is such a new world for me. I'm usually the one that's like, all right, and now we're going to do this.
Yes. Yeah.
So how interesting
Yes.
that it's you this time. All right. I love this.
And then I do have two beer things if we have time for them.
Yeah,
I
let's
can
talk
show
about
you.
it.
Okay, so I wanted to do a beer cocktail because it's summertime. You're going to be doing things with friends and family. So for a morning cocktail with beer, you can do a cold brew beer cocktail.
All right.
And so you fill a cup with some ice, you get some cold brew, or you make it yourself if you want to be fancy. You fill it halfway with your cold brew, and then you're going to take either a stout or a pils or a stout or a porter. I don't know beer super well. I have Milk
Same,
Maiden.
girl.
We're just going to pretend this sounds good.
I
And
think.
then
I mean, I'm not a beer person,
for a
but
beer
this has got to
person,
be
it would
pretty
be.
good. Yeah.
And then you're going to pour over your Milk Maiden from Drecker, and then you'd add some cream to it, and you'd call it good. So easy.
Ooh.
And then it's kind of like this nice little beer latte for the morning time.
So I can't drink it, obviously, but I can smell it.
Yes, you can mix it up.
Oh, I do get that. Yeah, hints of coffee, a little bit of creamer in there.
Like a summer morning around your campfire
Okay.
at the lake if you
If you're
have a
trying to be
lake.
sophisticated.
Yes. And then the last thing I have is beer popsicles. So
Okay.
I
Tell
thought,
me more.
why not? If you have like a popsicle mold already at home, I happened to go by Target after I saw this on Pinterest, and I was like, well, now I have to make these because
Yep.
these molds are right in front of me here.
Naturally.
So I just used Drecker's people eater, which is a blueberry basil sour.
Okay.
So there's a cup of this in there. There are 2 cups of mixed berries, so I let them unthaw, and then I put that in a blender, and the only thing I made was rosemary simple syrup. So quarter cup of sugar, quarter cup water, and then a sprig of rosemary. You make that into simple syrup. I'll let it cool after it's been simmering for a couple minutes, and then you get this delicious. Do you think this will open? That'd be nice if it did.
Hey, look at you.
This really delicious popsicle.
So how about I live vicariously through you? Why don't you tell me what it tastes like?
Oh, sure, yes. Okay.
I'm sure it's wonderful.
It's like nice and sour and super fruity. It's really, really flavorful. And it's very at the aftertaste of it that you get like a hint of the beer, but the sour beer. So it's really accessible for everybody.
So that's good because I'm not a super beer person. I'm not one of those people that, goes to the different places to try to check the different beer.
Yes.
So this is great because it's toned down a little bit, but you still got your fruit, you got your summer vibes. I love that.
Yes. And obviously you can just use juice and not beer and still use these nice molds for your kids and other people
great.
too.
Well, awesome. Now stay with us. We're on a roll. We're starting with crafts. We're going to do some more crafts. We're going to go some other ways and then come back to crafts because it's Friday and we can do what we want. So Ashley's going to stay with us kind of throughout the show. Lots of fun stuff ahead, so just hang out and enjoy our Friday craft day.